This is a brand new lens at a great price. Very stylish, very capable, very accessible, very discreet with great image quality, and it's a 35mm on a crop body. On X-PRO3 I will review this lens because this is my personal review. I've received this lens for reviewing it. I've reviewed it on another camera, but now I've took this lens on my Fujifilm X-PRO3 and shoot it just for me. I've added a little filter, very interesting, and I've obtained great results, and I want to share with you these great results straight from the camera JPEGs on Fujifilm X-PRO3 with different recipes. And I will try to share with you why you should take this lens and why you will enjoy it, because after you've bought this lens, pair it with a filter and with some Fujifilm great recipes, you'll be able to observe that you'll get amazing pictures straight from the camera. No need for Photoshop, no need for Lightroom, no need for presets and editing. So let's talk about this now. Hi there and welcome to my channel. My name is Tudor Matescu, and in this video I want to share with you my experience using this 35mm lens on Fujifilm X-PRO3. So this lens has an f1.8 aperture. So this means that this lens is great for low light shooting, indoor shooting and outdoor shooting, of course, when you have good light. So this means you'll have a great package, light, capable, that you can take with you everywhere you go. So you'll be able to have consistent results because this lens will be able, how I've said, to be shooted in low light and in good light. It's not an f2 lens. On Fujifilm you will feel the fact that you don't have enough light with an f2 lens, but this is an f1.8 lens. Very capable. It's working great with Fujifilm X-PRO3, with Fujifilm X-T5 of course, but also with older Fujifilm cameras like Fujifilm X-T30, X-T4 and so on. So great aperture. So one lens to rule them all. For that, photography made with passion, just for you, just having fun. You should know that this lens, even if it's an 35mm lens, it will give you a larger field of view, angle of view than a 35 f2 lens or even than the 35 f1.4 lens from Fujifilm. So the angle of view, it's a little larger. It's acting like a 50mm lens on a full frame body. So great for this. Next, it's fully metal build and very light in hand. It has around 200 grams, under 200 grams, full metal build. Yes, it doesn't have an aperture ring because it's not just for the Fujifilm X mount. You can buy this lens also for Nikon Z and Sony E mount, but in real world practice I didn't find that a problem with Fujifilm X-PRO3. And the next big advantage of this lens compared with the new Fujifilm lenses like the 33mm f1.4 is that you don't have viewfinder blockage with this lens. So the viewfinder blockage, it's very small. Also this lens, it's a very stylish lens. It comes with a square metal lens with very thick, very strong material, and look how great it's looking. So it's looking great, and also it's very discreet. You are able to see that it has that black finish, so you'll be very discreet. You will not disturb the subject. I've used this lens in night street photography and in daylight street photography with my black X-PRO3, no problems. It really feels the color in some days. It really helps to have a black discreet camera, so great for that. Next, image quality. This lens, it's pretty sharp. Don't expect 33 f1.4 sharp, but pretty sharp, but enough sharpness for humanistic photography. So don't expect sharpness, expect character, because this is why you would want to buy this lens. And personally, this is why I'm liking to use very much this kind of lenses in our present days. I'm sick and tired personally of very sharp digital lenses. I want lenses with character. I'm really liking this in my photography, and more than that, you are not able to obtain that character of a lens by using Photoshop, and I don't want to use Photoshop. This is why I'm using Fujifilm, and this is why I'm liking to shoot Fujifilm recipes, because I want results straight from the camera. And you are able to see how I'm showing good results straight from this lens. More than that, when I first reviewed this lens, I was able to observe that it has some flare, but I didn't pay too much attention because the metal lens hood, it's doing a great job, so it's stopping the lens flare. But after seeing the other reviews how this lens is flaring, I said, wow, I have a lens that is flaring so nice. I will use it without the lens hood to obtain that image, that character. And I'm showing pictures with the flare, but also with this mist filter. So I've used a mist filter K&F concept 1/8, and I'm really liking this filter. It's a magnetic filter and it will work great with this lens. It's not taking from the sharpness of the lens, and also this mist filter, it's working great with other lenses, but I've added a mist filter on this lens, and the images that I've got with the lens flare, with the micro contrast, with the colors, with the black and white tones are out of this world for straight out of the camera photography. So I'm really loving the results. You are able to see by yourself the results. Filmish like pictures straight from the camera. It's crazy. And regarding the AF speed and accuracy, great AF and accuracy on my Fujifilm X-PRO3. So it's working great with this generation of Fujifilm bodies, X-T30, Mark II, X-T4, X-T4, and so on. And also it's working great with X-T5. And by the way, I have a special newsletter dedicated to the passionate photographers. So if you want to learn more about photography tips, tricks, and all kinds of useful information for free, please subscribe to my newsletter, link in the comments and description. The lens is made by TTARTISAN, and now on their shop it's a great discount. You can buy this lens using my affiliate link and you'll get a great discount of this lens. And regarding the price, at what price you can get it right now, it's a bargain. So this is why I recommend get this lens. Let's ignore the budget option. Let's ignore the cheap option. You want to get this lens not because it's cheap, not because it's a budget-friendly lens. No, you want to get it for the character of this lens in a good way. I'm not able to get this kind of pictures with other Fujifilm lenses. The Fujifilm lenses are giving me a very digital look. This is almost as film. And this is not the first lens that I'm reviewing of TTARTISAN that I'm saying that the lens, the AF lens, is giving you film-like results on your Fujifilm X-PRO3. I've also made a review of TTARTISAN 27 F2.8 lens, another great lens for this kind of photography. And personally, I am more inclined nowadays in this kind of photography. I don't want to use film, it's cumbersome, it takes time. I don't want to use my Sony very sharp lenses or even my Fujifilm very sharp lenses. No, I want this kind of lens. It has enough sharpness, the background is very melted, very smooth background. You don't have a busy background. The subject will pop extraordinary, the tones in black and white are extraordinary, the colors extraordinary, the rendition of the subject, and with the black and white film simulations you are able to see results with Fujifilm recipes like my Earthy Neck recipe, like my Leica colored recipe, and Kodak P3200 from Fuji X Weekly. So look at the results, look at the colors, look at what I've got straight from the camera, no editing at all. What could I ask for more? It's really great. Of course, I'm liking other Fujifilm lenses, and of course this lens will not replace other Fujifilm lenses, but for what it is, stylish, sharp, dreamy, cheap and discreet, this is a great lens to have on your Fujifilm X-PRO3, X-T30, X-T4, X-T5 and any Fujifilm body. Yes, it's a really great lens and I'm really having lots of fun shooting it. I've took this lens today just for getting the lens flare, and I'm really loving the results because I'm liking to shoot other vintage lenses like the Jupiter 50mm f1.8 lens, and that lens is flaring like crazy, but I really like that. I really like that for my photography. I'm not doing perfect photography, I don't want perfect photography, and this is an AF lens, light lens. So you would really want to buy this lens for its flaws. These flaws are helping you get that character, are helping you get these images. So I'm very thrilled with this lens, I'm really liking it, and I'm really glad that it's working great on my Fujifilm X-PRO3. How I've said, no optical viewfinder blockage, fast AF in low light and in good light, in any light, great image, great rendering, and all it's working great with this lens. For more detailed review of this lens and regarding some technical aspects and all other details, please check my review of this lens on Fujifilm X-T5. The link is here. Check how this lens acted on X-T5, and if you want to get this lens, please check my affiliate links, go on TTARTISAN shop and buy it right now because now it is at a huge discount that will expire. Now please go to the next video or check the links in the comments and description.